If he could have curled up into a ball so small that he disappeared completely, I'm certain he would have.
Isaac Newton.
Oh, he's the one who with the apple. He the one who threw that apple, right? He that apple boy, right? We're back again to play some games. We're back here with Ikemen Vampire again. Prologue, second episode. And so I got into this weird mansion, and now I'm being invited to dinner with the other, I assume, vampire boys. It's poor manners to keep those who've arrived on time waiting. I told you that was your butler's fault. I knew his voice, which belonged to many countries and none. It's you. It was a gentleman who'd found my earring back in the Musée de Lavare. I still don't know how to read these words. I hurried down the steps, stopping short at the sight of those golden eyes. It's really him. Is he the lord of the manor? I certainly thought he was princely. Pardon, do you remember me? We met in front of the coronation of Napoleon. You picked up my earring? Of course I remember you. Of course. I'm unforgettable, I guess. He came here by the way of Lavare, like I did. Good. At this point, I just need to get to any exit, and call for a ride. Before I could ask the gentleman of the way out, my dark-haired savior stepped between us. She says she came through your door. Did you bring her? Just as when he grabbed my hand, he looked like he was protecting me. I did not. I can give you my oath if you wish. Then how did she get here? What are they talking about? Your door? My arrival? They're not making sense. It is becoming harder to deny that something is very wrong here. I want it out more than ever. I just need to know where I am first. I tapped my cell phone, 2:50 p.m. No signal. You've been very kind, but I really can't stay. I've got an itinerary to keep. We're still in the first arrondissement. Yes. Where the livery is? The door there, does it lead outside? I asked my questions rapid fire before anyone else got the idea to interrupt me. I'm afraid the answer you seek will only confuse you more. This isn't the place for a long discussion, however. Would you join me for dinner? A long discussion? Does that door lead outside? The question is either yes or no. Perhaps he sensed my growing aggravation. He added quickly, tonight's banquet is a rare occasion for us, but afterwards I will answer all your questions. S'il vous plaît. Whatever. I made it my job to help people plan their vacation adventures. As such, I had done the digging on any number of fancy hotels. The gentleman from Paris' dining room was that of a palace, warmly lit with chandeliers and candelabras. High-backed wooden chairs framed the massive table. 4 men were already seated. There was a beautiful pianist. He seemed to be holding to his early statement. He looked unhappy to be here. There were 2 men sitting together some distance from the pianist. Oh, don't know who you are. Must have been something pretty important to keep us waiting here.
あと数秒遅れていたら席を立つところだった。
1 second longer and I would have left. The dark-haired one was drumming his fingers impatiently on the table.
まあまあ、そんな風に怒るとお腹が空くよ。
Now, getting angry about dinner is not going to make the food come out any faster.
兄さんももっと怒れよ。
I have to be angry for 2? I'm not even try to say that. Brother? I don't know. So they're brothers in Dutch? The pale-haired brother had the opposite attitude of a short-tempered sibling.
あれ
The nice one's gentle eyes stopped on me.
お客様かなよろしくね
We have a guest? It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. There was salvation in his smile. He looked like the painting of the angels I'd seen in the museum. There he is. There's always that one person who makes everything brighter. It was you. We have a guest? The fourth man who had a youthful face raised his head, finally noticing our arrival. He'd been studying the tablecloth as far as I could see. He got the briefest look at me before returning to thread counting. Is he shy? He spoke, but I wasn't sure if it was to me, as he wouldn't meet my eyes. Whoever you are, have you considered sitting down? There's a queue behind you waiting to get in, you know. Newt, old boy, you do care. Newt, old boy, you do care. Can you just calling me that, wretched? Newt placed his hand on the table as though to push to his... Oh. Newt placed his hands on the table as though to push to his feet. I heard a sharp clap behind me. My cheeks? Oh, sorry. That would be enough. That would be enough of that, you two. I require good manners at my table. The gentleman from Paris gave everyone in the room a warning look, cloaked in a smile. Let's be seated. There's a few empty chairs, but we'll have to start the toast without them. I'm not going to try to say that. The gentleman raised a glass of golden champagne to a toast to good health. Immediately after, the butler began bringing out the first course. I didn't join the gentleman in his toast. I didn't touch my glass of champagne. It's not that I believe it was poison or drug, though I was certainly wary. I didn't feel like joining in. Too much didn't make sense. It should be 3:15, and I should be at the Louvre. But it's nighttime and we're seated at dinner. I couldn't solve that puzzle right now, so I turned my attention to my companions. Who are all these men? I haven't been introduced to anyone. They were all from different countries. Was this an international meeting of some kind? They didn't particularly seem to be friends. The gentleman from Paris, sitting at the head of the table, inclined his glass my way. Let's toast to tonight's most glorious and miraculous encounter. I'm not saying those. Unable to refuse such a direct toast, I responded, looking in his eyes as I touched my glass to his. He finished his champagne, feeling guilty. I took a sip of mine. It tasted wonderful. Glorious? Miraculous? What is going on? My stomach knew I'd only eaten a quick breakfast this morning and I was hungry. I'll be insulting him if I don't eat, and everything looks so good. I tried the terrain, Philcent with fresh basil. It tasted as exquisite as it looked. My compliments to the chef. The bisque is delicious too. The bisque is delicious too. You can taste the crab. It's thickened just right. He'll be pleased to hear that. The gentleman from Paris smiled at me, and suddenly I was filling my champagne. Maybe he's just a harmless nobleman and I'm taking this all too seriously. By all appearances, it was a perfectly pleasant evening. Wasn't this just the sort of romantic adventure I arranged for people? That was a wonderful course. Then the gentleman spoke. Everyone stopped their quiet chatter and gave him their attention. I believe we should take this opportunity to introduce ourselves to our guest. Yeah. Oh, chapter 3. I believe we should take this opportunity to introduce ourselves to our guest. I will start. I'm not saying that. So he's a count. That explains his old world air. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. The pleasure's all mine. Comte. Comte. I stiffened, realizing blatantly that I could have been making a better impression of myself. Next, turning. Let me try. I'm gonna try. Le Comte de Saint Germain. Next, turned to his servant, my hard-working butler, and his chef of tonight's excellent banquet, Sebastian. Of course, the butler's name is Sebastian. Why wouldn't it be Sebastian? It's always Sebastian. I think we knew that last episode, but I would have been disappointed if his name wasn't Sebastian, to be honest. It is a pleasure to meet you, Sebastian. Sebastian gave me a formal bow. The pleasure is mine. A butler named Sebastian. How typical is that? Except that I recognize your accent, Sebastian. It's the same as mine. You're Japanese, and I'm willing to bet Sebastian isn't your real name. It's Tanaka. It occurs to me we haven't heard your name yet. My name's Lauren. I'd be pleased to know it. I guess there's no harm in that. I'm Lauren. Oh, thank you. That's such a pretty name. Oh, I know. The man with the angel's face sitting across from me was the first to reply. I wasn't expecting someone like you to turn up here. I hope we can be friends.
Vincent van Gogh.
Which one of them artists cut their ear off? Is that him? I think that's him that cut his ear off. Anyway, I'm Vincent van Gogh. I'm a painter. It's nice to meet you. I guarantee you Vincent van Gogh did not look like this. He did not look cute like this. I'm positive of that. Yeah. I'm Vincent van Gogh. I'm a painter. It's nice to meet you. The gentle angel, Vincent van Gogh. The gentle angel, Vincent van Gogh. It's nice to meet you too. A painter named Vincent van Gogh is the theme of tonight's banquet. I know that word, but I smiled back. He seemed like a nice man. And this is my little brother. Go on, Theo. Introduce yourself. Vincent nodded to his brother.
Theodorus van Gogh. 画商だ。兄さんと間違えてくれるなよ。
Did he have a brother named Theodorus? Theodorus van Gogh. I'm an art dealer. Don't confuse me with Vincent. I would not. Y'all are completely different. I think you're taller. Enterprising devil, Theodorus van Gogh. I'll do my best. Confuse you two, not likely, although I would have pinned you for the older brother. Maybe it's his attitude, but Vincent does strike me as the oldest child. My introduction's over, so don't expect to get anything else from me. He opened the pocket watch and tapped the back, tap, 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 as if to say, I've got things to do. He opened the pocket watch and tapped the back, tap, 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 as if to say, I got things to do. Like that? Then go do it. I'm not holding you back. Just go do it. What's this hurry? Goodness. Is he the opposite of his brother or what? Look at the next in line. Sitting to the right of Theodorus was Newt. I haven't met Newt's eyes for a moment before he looked away from me again. Will you just look at me? I don't bite. If he could have curled up into a ball so small that he disappeared completely, I'm certain he would have.
Isaac Newton.
Oh, he's the one who with the apple. He the one who threw that apple, right? He that apple boy, right? I'm Isaac Newton. He that apple boy. I remember you in physics.
物理学が専門。
Oh yeah, I study physics. The wolf in sheep's clothing. The wolf in sheep's clothing. Oh, so your name's Isaac. Nice to meet you. Is he a student? Maybe Cambridge? He's got the South English accent. Wait, should that be Sir Isaac? Just then, I heard one of the windows raising. To my surprise, someone just crawled through the window? I didn't need to hear him speak to know he was Japanese. The man waved at us. Well, would you look at that? I'm a little late, aren't I? In we go. Why are you crawling through the window? He just about to cross the windowsill when his sleeves got caught. He pulled at it comically, ineffectively so. He's wearing an old Taisho style kimono in the middle of Paris, and he came in through the window. Where do I start with him? God's truth, can't you use a door? And keep everyone waiting? No. The window was much faster. I guess. I'm like, I like the way you think. He smiled, hooked like a fish on the window, but looking as nothing about that was strange. Wait, who is this? I was still staring when he freed himself. His eyes fell on me. Oh, hello there, young one. Why, I'm happy to see you there. How was dinner? It's good. It's good. Isn't it? Well, Sebastian made it, and you wouldn't believe how fast his cooking gets gobbled up. You wouldn't believe how fast his cooking gets gobbled up. He nonchalantly took the seat next to Isaac, who immediately slid away from him. You arrived just in time. We were all introducing ourselves to our guests. You like me to introduce myself? Oh, I'm Osamu Dazai, just a poor writer struggling to make his way in the world. I know that name too. From that one anime where everybody's named after a writer. The Indulgent, whatever. Osamu Dazai, the writer, okay. Ah yes, I know you. I had to read you in my high school classical literature class. I rep my temples. How was my champagne glass doing? Empty. Now I feel bad. I should have introduced myself as Now I feel bad. I should have introduced myself as Marie Antoinette. No, Queen Himiko. I look back at the Van Gogh brothers. It was Vincent who had started this weird chain of nonsense names. Yet he had the most innocent smile. He ain't lying. Who are these people? I mean, really? I get it now. This must be for one of the reality segments they run in the morning TV. Surprise! You traveled back in time. They got actors. Everyone sees how panicked the guest gets. They laugh. But they need my written permission for that. Besides, why rent out such a grand mansion for a variety skit? And in Paris? That didn't make any sense at all. Now I regret drinking the champagne. Had there been something in it? Never mind. Who's next? Surprise me. At least if this guy was Wolf or something. Wolfie. Skipping several empty chairs brought us to the coldly beautiful pianist. Wolfie. That's what the flirt had called him. At the very least, he can't be a joke. because this one would never play along. I knew it! I knew it! Wait, isn't Mozart deaf? Blind? No, I don't know. I'm stupid. I don't know. I don't remember. But Wolfgang! I told y'all last episode. Wolfgang. I didn't know Mozart's name was Wolfgang though. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, composer. But is Mozart deaf? I forget. I'm pretty sure he is though. The hardy musician, Wolfgang Mozart. I knew it. Hello, Mozart. Of course the pianist calls himself Mozart. I would have accepted Beethoven. Or was it Beethoven? It was strange that the man who hated parties would join in on a silly game. Oh, and let's forget the flirt. I'm telling you, he looks like a detective, so I wouldn't be surprised if his name was like Sherlock. I don't know. I do believe I'm next. I'm off. Oh no, mystery writer. I'm author Conan Doyle, mystery writer. And don't call me sir, just Arthur. As long as I can call you Lauren. I wasn't going to grace that with an answer. Now I believe that he's capable of saying anything to anyone if he thought it could get his foot in the door. But would they all be lying to me? No, not lying. They're synonyms then. Just, I know that word. I know it. I don't know that word, but I know that word. Gosh. They have to be. They're celebrities or dignitaries, and they've given me fake names to keep their real identity secret or something. I believe that leaves you. Lay, Comte, velvet voice arrested my fantasies. Oh, I forgot about this guy. Only one man left, my protector. I forgot, I don't know his name. He wanted me to get out of here. He promised to answer my questions as soon as we were gone. For some reason, I instantly trusted him more than anyone else. Will you lie to me too? My dark-haired savior looked at me with those eyes that had nothing and said,
Napoleon Bonaparte.
Napoleon Bonaparte. The charismatic ruler Napoleon. Never mind. I don't remember anything about Napoleon. Was he short? I think he was short. I'm a soldier. Ho ho! We learned all of them guys. All their names I recognized except Theo Van Gogh and the main guy, the host, the guy we met in the museum. Him, I didn't recognize him, his name. But everybody else, and that a guy I told you I wouldn't be surprised if his name was Sherlock. He's the guy who wrote Sherlock. That's why. I'm so good. I'm so smart. I swear. I will see you guys next week. Like, subscribe, comment, and goodbye. Bye bye.